chemistry between your GM and head coach and cap space guy, Rob Brzezinski, whoever, why wouldn't you want them to be close? Come on, bro. Stop it. Here we go, bro. Let's get it. He said, don't get me wrong, EJ. Teasley is the guy I was hoping to get outside the building. Good shit, Norris. Good shit, man. Shout out Teasley, man. Shout out Teasley for real. Here we go. Let's get it. Believe in Teasley before you not believe in Teasley, or give Teasley a chance before you not give Teasley a chance. Straight up. 1 second. Oh, damn, man. Wow. Hold on.
We're so excited that you're here. When you got up, Nolan, congratulations. We're so excited that you're here. When you got up there to do your opening statement, it felt like you took like a breath, a pause, to take everything in. What was going through your mind?
A lot of appreciation, a lot of gratitude. Just wanted to take a moment to kind of gather my thoughts. And honestly, it was a little bit surreal. I think I mentioned that I had aspirations of this role. And so for it to come to fruition, it was something special.
Would you describe it as a dream realized?
I would describe it as a dream realized. That's a good way of putting it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
Aspiration achieved.
Shit, damn right, man. Shout out Teasley. Matter of fact, clap it up for Teasley. New GM in the building. Heavy SKOL Vikes. Here we go. Yeah, man. Give Teasley a chance before you not give Teasley a chance, baby. For real. SKOL Vikes. Here we go. Yeah. Let's get back to it.
Achieved. Yeah.
Aspiration achieved. Is this what did you envision when you saw this moment happening for you?
I don't know that I ever envisioned it specifically, which is maybe why I needed a moment, right?
Right.
So, but it was pretty special. But I mean, really, so taking that in, yeah, special moment, and now the work begins, and I'm kind of ready to pivot. And the ultimate goal is really to bring a championship to the Minnesota Vikings. So.
That's right. I mean, in your time in Seattle, you bookended with some Super Bowls. What has that taught you about what you can take into this experience?
Yeah, it's I mean that it's not easy, because we got there in 2013. My first year, made it back in 2014, and right off the bat, to have the experience to win a Super Bowl and actually lose a Super Bowl, there's value in that from in the lessons that were learned.
Yeah, man, definitely, bro. He probably learned so much from the win and the loss, just as far as players go, man, energy goes, team chemistry, etc. So he's been in the trenches, man, low times, high times, whatever. He understands full throttle what it means to really be a Super Bowl team, dog. You know, like this man has seen, I mean, man, he's seen a team be built up from the bottom, Jack, no cap. Legion of Boom, right? All that. So he understands. He was helping put all this shit together. He's been in a real system, bro. Come on now. You know it. I know it. Shit. Shout out to the Seattle Seahawks for the connection, for the real connection. Here we go, man. SKOL Vikes. Here we go, baby. Let's get it.
But then going through some transitions and builds and some different iterations and variations of the Seattle Seahawks, and then to finally get back, I learned a lot of lessons along the way, and there's a lot of things that I know that we're going to face adversity here at times, but ultimately work our way through it and find a way to succeed.
Yeah, you seem to have worked all the way through it from multiple positions within the organization, the Seattle's organization, starting as an intern. How can that benefit what you can, how you can relate to your staff here in Minnesota?
Yeah, I've been there. I've experienced it. I understand the role to a certain extent. Obviously, you do things differently in different places, but yeah, I've had the opportunity to be an intern. I've done airport runs. You know, I've done advanced scouted opponents. I've done school visits. You know, so I can relate to people. I have empathy for the situation that that they're in, and then it helps me kind of drive the way that I want to shape our processes so that people can work hard, work efficiently, and ultimately have life balance as well.
When did you know that you wanted to be more involved in that leadership process as opposed to being a scout?
I think it just comes naturally. You know, the more that you get exposed to the operation, you're forced to be in a leadership role. And so again, it's not, I don't need to be this out front leader. I'm very comfortable in a support role, and that's kind of how I envision this role, ultimately support.
And you see that was very important right there as well. He's very important being him. He ain't trying to be something he's not. He said he ain't got to be even too outspoken even, but hey, he leads the way he does. He's very cool with the collaboration role, man, the communication role. He understands, he's seen how to build a real team. I'm sure in Seattle they work together, but really work together. They had a real friendship, dog, a real bond, not just like Quasi and O'Connell was faking the funk, or Mike Zimmer and a Rick Spillman situation. No, they had a real chemistry, a real bond. They built real teams, had real success, dog. Definitely can identify a real solid head coach. Mike McDonald is a pure animal. So yeah, like I say, give him a chance before you not give him a chance. Here we go. They say he don't play politics, so I love that. That's what's up. That's what's up, bro. Who say that? No Norse. Who say that? No Norse. For real. Here we go. Let's get it. He said, sorry, Nolan, I'm fucking greedy. You better build me a dynasty. I want at least 4 ships. There you go, North. Let's get it, man. Will he build a dynasty? Is a dynasty coming? Hey, that's what we want. That's what we really want. SKOL Vikes. It's time, brother. Time is now. Back to
and the head coach supporting the operation as a whole and helping us achieve Coach O'Connell's vision.
Yeah, it seems like there was a lot aligned here in Minnesota for you. When in the interview process did you see this as the special opportunity you described?
Every step of the way. You know, we started with the Zoom interview, and I was certainly intrigued. And then coming out and meeting everybody in person, ownership, Coach O'Connell, seeing the building, that's kind of when I realized, I think I called my wife that night. I was like, I want this job.
Yeah. It's been a while since you probably said that about another organization.
I don't know if I've ever said that about another
organization. All right.
Yeah.
We like to hear it. We like to hear it. Well, I know you're ready to hit the ground running, and you talked a little bit about being anchored in your process, and you have a vision for what you want to bring here. How do you plan on, since you probably said that about another organization?
I don't know if I've ever said that about another organization.
All right.
We like to run that back though.
Coming out and meeting everybody in person, ownership, Coach O'Connell, seeing the building. That's kind of when I realized, I think I called my wife that night. I was like, I want this job.
Yeah. Perfect fit, right? Damn near perfect fit. Let's get it, man.
It's been a while since you probably said that about another organization.
I don't know if I've ever said that about another organization.
All right.
Yeah.
We like to hear it. We like to hear it. Well, I know you're ready to hit the ground running, and you talked a little bit about being anchored in your process, and you have a vision for what you want to bring here. How do you plan on approaching the next few months, knowing that you're in a unique position post-draft?
Yeah, I have my thoughts. I have some ideas on what I want that process to look like, but I think it's really important to, I would call it a listening tour, go on that, learn from the people that are in the building because they've had success here and doing it the way that it's been found. And ultimately, I think there's a collaboration that, we can come to an agreement in how we want to move forward together.
Definitely. Hold on, of course they will go there. Definitely a collaboration will be had as long as people understand at the end of the day, get out of Nolan Teasley's way. Let him work for real. Collaboration is cool, all that communication is cool and all that, but bruh, let the man do his damn job. Period.
Speaking of that, a premier coaching staff is what you described it. What about this group stands out to you?
Well, names that I recognize from top to bottom, some that I've had previous relationships, led by Coach O'Connell, who is proven to be I'll use that word premier again, a play caller, and then you look on the defensive side of the ball with Flo, and I've seen it firsthand. That's a disruptive unit, and it's tough to function against those guys on Sunday. So I'm glad to be on their side now.
Yeah.
So
in your background in scouting, was there a specific side of the ball you were just really jazzed to just turn the tape on?
You gain an appreciation for evaluating every position, because it's so important to the build that you balance a roster and that you find a way to accentuate strengths and then, mitigate some of your limitations.
When you look at this roster specifically right now, what excites you?
A lot of things. The investment in the offensive on the offensive line, defensive line as well, because I think that's where you win in the trenches. It's one of the better.
Run it back, bro. Run it back. He gets it. He got to prove it. He got to earn it. He got to win. Cool. But hey, he sounds nothing like KOC. I repeat, nothing like a KOC, baby. Here we go, SKOL Vikes. Let's get it. Welcome, Teasley. Welcome, dog, for real. Here we go.
So important to the build that you balance a roster and that you find a way to accentuate strengths and then, mitigate some of your limitations.
When you look at this roster specifically right now, what excites you?
A lot of things. The investment in the offensive on the offensive line, defensive line as well, because I think that's where you win in the trenches. It's one of the better, if not the best, wide receiver rooms in the National Football League. You have a really competitive quarterback room. Kyler Murray, #1 draft pick. JJ was picked high. Carson was picked high. He's played a lot of football, and even Max Brosmer has starting experience now. So that's going to really be fun to watch that mature. And then I think
you already know. He definitely, bro. If anybody understands, he definitely understands. It starts in the trenches. The games are won in the trenches. You know it. I know it. Well, that's something he definitely understands, dog. He was in Seattle. You saw the line in Seattle. Even if they didn't have juggernaut offensive linemen across the board, they had a system, a perfect system that Mike McDonald, Clint Kubiak created. Period. Everybody's talented in NFL, know what I'm saying? For the most part. But they're starters for a reason. Here we go. What do you do with your talent, man? Period.
Every level of the defense has, high caliber players. So I'm excited about everything from top to bottom.
When you add to a roster, you're also looking at character. What are some of the traits you like to see in guys?
We want people that are just ultimately passionate about the game of football, and that drives their process. So they're doing what they need to do to be the best version of themselves once they get to the field. And then it's our job as an operation to support that and help them, realize their potential.
I hear the word process.
He said passion for the game. Passion, bro. Very important. Shit, you got players who are passionate, really love the game, have fun, want to play hard and be passionate, bro. Shit, sky's the limit. Matter of fact, there's no limit. You got a chance every time, especially when you got a coaching staff who's passionate on top of that. Shit, he'll probably come in here and put some fire under the wolf's ass type shit. You know it. I know it. Passion for the game, but also holding everybody accountable as well, dog. And if you ain't got the passion, get going. Let's get it.
Process a lot, and I'm just trying to get to know you a little bit more. Is it something that came because you started in football later? Is it part of your marketing background, or is that something you picked up along the way?
I think I've been pretty process oriented.
Dope shit. Hey. Nice question by Tatum Everett as well with her fine ass. Come here, girl. Get back to it. Here we go.
My entire life, regardless of what I was doing, I'm pretty organized and structured, and I think that's the best way to go about it, because when you have a process in place, you're always going to be anchored, and you're always going to have things to go back and learn from, even when you've erred, right? So, I'm always curious. I always want to learn, and I think by having a process in place, that helps you achieve that.
a lot of people that are been involved working with you.
Everybody process be different though. Some people's process don't work. You know, Saban, the great Saban, like I said earlier, came in with a process. He put it on full display. You know, everything was a process, bro. Recruiting, coach personnel he hired, staff he hired, all that. Defensive scheme, offensive scheme, etc. Man, and his process worked in a great way, in a major way. The best to ever do it, damn near. You know, we seen KOC had a process, an erroneous process, but one at that hasn't worked yet. As far as on the field, play calling, etc. It hasn't worked yet. And then somehow, some way, he got coach of the year. What? Take the what and leave the what. Let's get back to it, bro. Here we go.
You in your processes as well have described you as someone who is very good at relationship building. What are some of the pillars for you in building strong relationships?
I think I referenced listening. I mean, I just want to, you want to get to know people, what makes them tick. I want them to get to know me, and ultimately just understand their.
See what he said? You heard what he said, KOC? You know, take notes, KOC, for sure. He said he has no problem listening, you know, observing, understanding, getting to understand and know who someone is. Meaning he's not in his ego, KOC, period. You know it. I know it. He said he has no problem listening. Now, I'm sure he don't listen to no bullshit. But if it's something that makes sense, good advice, whatever it is, collaboration and communication amongst those men in the building, in the room, building this roster, you know, hopefully a Super Bowl winning, Super Bowl caliber roster soon. He said he will listen, period. See, KOC don't like to listen. We've seen it all year long. He's in his ego forever. He's been in his ego forever. So once again, never compare. Don't compare him and KOC right now. He sounds nothing like KOC ever did, ever will, how ever will sound. You know, period, man. Let's get it. Here we go.
Strengths so that we can accentuate their strengths and put them in position to do what they do best as often as possible.
How complicated is that? Is that a difficult thing?
I don't think it's that complicated at all.
Really?
Don't overcomplicate it. You know? just listen, find out what people are good at, and then let them do it, rather than micromanaging and trying to put them, you know, pigeonhole them.
You describe
I like that right there. Find out what they do good and let them do it, man. Get out the damn way, you know. And that's what KOC do. He want to micromanage, bro. Micromanage. No, man. How about you focus what you good at, KOC, and bring somebody else in to do the rest. See, KOC so worried about, oh, if he give up play calling, that's his legacy, that's his reputation, huh? If he let somebody else call plays, it's a problem, huh? It's not a problem. It's a good thing. If you can't handle play calling, KOC, give it up. Shit, bro. Here we go.
your leadership style in the press conference, so I don't want to touch on that, but I want to see, there are two words that stuck out to me that Seahawks GM John Schneider talked about you. It was ego-free and values-driven. How do you see
little shot at KO, maybe, baby. What she said, what he said, what Snyder said, huh? Ego-free. Oh, we've seen KOC never be ego-free. KOC is the total opposite around there. So I like this a lot, bro. Because guess what? At the end of the day, KOC got to answer report to him. Just like Mark Will said earlier, GM head coach report to him. You know, Rob Brzezinski is under Nolan Teasley, and KOC is under Nolan Teasley as well. You know, it's still collaboration, it's still communication, but it's still certain levels. So don't think, don't think Teasley and KOC can't bang or won't bang or won't go at it sometimes, man. For real. Don't think Teasley just gonna lay down. What, bruh? Take the what and leave the what. I can tell from his energy already right now. He ain't just no lay down type cat, period. If he was that type dude, he would have came in, or he wouldn't even took the job in general at all. He would have stayed in Seattle or went somewhere else. You know it. I know it. So yeah, bro, definitely could bang, but it could be a good thing. I repeat, they definitely could bang, but it could be a real good thing, man. Two different personalities per se. But I love the way he said, ego free. Huh? You know it. Here we go. Let's get it, bro. The new era has begun. It really began already months ago with the abrupt firing of Quasi, but it has really begun now. Official, baby. Official. Let's work. We go, man. Get it.
That showing up in your leadership style.
I mean, I think we just kind of talked about it. The willingness to learn and listen and be curious when other people have a different point of views than you do. Yeah, and just being willing to learn from somebody and not needing to be the loudest voice in the room.
Let's transition to your football background. When did you fall in love with the game for the first time?
I cannot remember a time that I didn't love the game of football.
Yeah.
And that was just growing up
I like that, man. I like that for real. Here we go. Said he's been in love with the game.
football family. My older brother Levi. I don't think he gave me a choice. He needed somebody to beat up on in the backyard, and I was that person. And so, it started at a very young age, and watching football together as a family was something that I have a lot of memories of and cherish those memories.
And now you have 4 sons of your own.
Now I have 4 sons of my own.
What is their interest level in football?
It's interesting. My 8-year-old Jax couldn't be more interested in football. My oldest Cruz